I'm here. I'm here. I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it. Here we go. Right to it. Yes. Yes.
And go Astra 1P.
Yes. 1 second to spare, baby. Astra 1P in the air. You are evil. What about
Discovery.
it's too hard to go to the pool. Floriandrius, your 25-month resub. Thank you.
We're at T plus 33 seconds and counting. Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Space Launch Complex 40, carrying the Astra 1P satellite.
How's the dip in the pool? Awesome.
After clearing the tower, we tilted or gimbaled the engines to initiate a roll maneuver.
Power and telemetry nominal.
And you may notice that in the Stage 1 camera view. This enables the vehicle's antennas to stay in the best position for communicating with the ground. In just a few seconds, we're going to be throttling down the engines in preparation for
My neighbor has a pool, RB.
which stands for the maximum moment of maximum aerodynamic pressure.
Hey, wait a minute. See right over there? That's where we started the last leg of the excellent adventure, right behind those clouds, right there.
There we that call out.
Then we drove that away.
As Falcon 9 accelerates through the thicker lower atmosphere, that air density decreases. Falcon 9 passes max Q once the air density lowers faster than the increasing speed of the vehicle. You can keep your eye on the Stage 1 telemetry there in the bottom left-hand side of your screen.
Discovery.
Keep an eye on those speed changes through ascent. Now, the rocket typically needs to go 17,500 miles per hour horizontally in order to avoid being pulled back down to Earth and therefore get into orbit. In about 30 seconds, we're going to have 3 events coming up that will happen all in succession quite quickly, starting with main engine cutoff, followed by stage separation, and second engine start 1, or SES 1, not to be confused with today's customer, SES. As the name suggests, main engine cutoff is where we shut down all 9 M1D engines on the first stage.
EJ, what happens to the first stage rack that deploys all the satellites? The second stage, Charles. The first stage, though, they get the entirety of the first stage back. The second stage and payload attachment fitting burn up in the atmosphere after they deploy their payloads.
Main engine cutoff.
There's Miko.
Stage separation confirmed.
Send it. Yeah, see, that whole thing back here, that's coming back down and landing.
MVAC ignition.
What you see over here is not.
And there you heard and saw those events happening back to back. The next event we have coming up
watch,
is
Charles,
fairing
this first
separation.
stage is going to pop. Not actually, we don't want that. It's going to pop its grid fins out, and then it's using compressed nitrogen as control thrusters. It's basically, spitting out cold gas nitrogen, which is just nitrogen. It's just nitrogen gas. It's like the kind of similar idea, not same stuff, but similar idea to, dust cleaning your keyboard. Same idea. Or Wally with the fire extinguisher. You know what I'm talking about, right? And if you don't, it's just air blowing, nitrogen blowing out. Oh, what the heck is that?
And there we just heard confirmation of that fairing separation, and perhaps you caught a peek of it as well. Actually, you can see one of those fairing halves falling away in the background behind the MVAC engine there on the right-hand side of your screen.
Covering up the camera? Huh. Anyway, it's using nitrogen to stay on track to basically align itself for landing. This whole thing is going to come back down and land.
Nominal trajectory.
No, all of it burns up. Nothing will reach the ground. No, dude. The entry heating will fry that stage completely. We're talking temperatures of like 3,000 Fahrenheit, 1,600 C. It's toast. Nothing of the second stage is coming back. And that's the problem that SpaceX is trying to fix with Starship. They're trying to get their second stage back. If you think about Starship as a reusable second stage, it makes a lot more sense.
Still very slowly, but a little bit gaining slight altitude.
Nice, Glavik.
Looks like it might be peaking right now.
Dipped.
The first stage continues to do so for several moments after stage separation, and we can see there now that it is beginning to...
Looks like their plan to use the fairing camera was foiled again.
We'll begin to see the altitude decrease, meaning it was beginning its return back to Earth.
Yeah, parts of Dragon's trunk sometimes comes
Everything
back.
continues
Yeah.
to look nominal for
That's
the
right.
second stage on the right-hand side of your screen. A gorgeous daylight view of planet Earth behind that MVAC engine. To start the entry burn, we will relight 3 M1D engines, which is similar to pumping the brakes in order to slow the vehicle down as it passes back into the Earth's atmosphere.
Who pumps the brakes anymore?
The entry burn actually helps to reduce the heat generated from the friction of the atmosphere itself and reduces the aerodynamic forces that are acting on Falcon,
Interstage
which
cam.
in turn helps maintain controlled flight and prepare for the landing burn.
Did she say friction? Atmospheric friction.
Less than a minute until that entry burn. Now, during that entry burn, Falcon 9 is decelerating
This is
by
fine.
firing its Merlin engines, as I said, but still obviously moving very fast. This causes the vehicle to fly through the exhaust gas of the Merlin engines.
And I'm back to dripping
and that
sweat
deposits
again.
a layer of
Lovely.
soot on the vehicle's surface.
Once again, magic numbers above
That soot comes
27,000
from
here.
the carbon-based fuel that Falcon 9 uses, and with each flight, the soot builds up a little bit more on the outside of the vehicle.
Now is my time. I can say it, Driados. What do you want me to say? You want me to say supersonic retro propulsion? The entry burn sequence that's going to happen right here, where Falcon 9 uses its flames to push away re-entry heating. Yeah.
And there
yeah.
we can see on the left-hand
there
side
it
of your
is.
screen that entry
There it
burn
is.
has begun.
Isn't that nice? It's pushing the plasma away.
We can see that speed really decelerating now on the left-hand, in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
What is the matter?
Again,
Can't
this
take
is
the
the
heat?
first stage, and
RB,
it is
get
the
your
first
license.
of 2 burns that it will execute
Take
in
the
this
L.
landing
burn
maneuver.
shut down.
There we can see and heard that entry burn has concluded,
Sweet.
and we can see how those grid fins help steer.
Now she's going to plunge back down into the atmosphere a little bit here. You're going to start seeing the grid fins weeble wobble around, but you're going to also start to see them move. They're going to start pivoting to aim for the drone ship. Drone ship should be under the left. Should be like somewhere over here. You should. Sometimes you can see it, but probably not today. Kate is commentating. Yep.
Less than a minute for landing of the first stage booster. Everything continues to look great for the second stage, carrying the Astra 1P satellite.
Yeah. See, that's the atmospheric pressure increasing as it moves closer to the surface. There's basically more air in the way.
Right around the same time that we're performing that landing burn on the
Stage 1
first stage,
transonic.
that call out tells us that the first stage is traveling near the speed of sound.
It's some.
Now, right around the
Some
same time as the
extreme
landing burn,
pressure changes
we're going to
around
hear a
those grid
call out
fins there,
for
you saw 'em.
MVAC shutdown or SECO second engine cutoff.
Vapor
1.
effects coming off the
Stage
grid
2
fin.
FTS has safed. Terminal guidance.
It was great, Stupid Man. Thank you for
Now,
asking.
it looks like we have a pretty clear view of the targeted landing area. So if you look closely, you might be able to see our drone ship come into view.
Man, she's really wiggling.
Stage 1 landing burn.
She's really wiggling. There's the drone ship.
There we can see the drone ship in picture.
Got a little bit of
Landing
chop
burn
out there
initiated.
on the Atlantic today. A little bit of cappage, but everything is looking good. Come on, stick to
Back
landing.
Landing leg deploy.
That was really quick. That was really fast, guys.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
An incredible view from 2 different angles.
That was extremely
Falcon 9
fast.
has-
They deployed those landing legs at like the absolute last second.
Landed once again.
That thing came
marking
in
our
real
3
hot.
Now, while all of that excitement
What
was
a nice
happening,
view.
we also had great news on the second stage. We heard confirmation of SECO 1, and we also heard confirmation of
this is
good
indeed
orbit.
a nice
so
view.
that tells us that we've got nominal orbital insertion. Insertion. At this point, we're going to go into a coast phase, and it will last about 18 minutes. When we return, we'll have a handful of events happening, starting with second engine start 2 and second engine cutoff 2. And those events will be followed by a 7-minute coast. And finally, payload deploy around T plus 35 minutes, just before T plus 35 minutes, in fact. So stick around and enjoy some space tunes in the meanwhile. So stick around and enjoy some.
I want to go back in
with each
NVIDIA.
flight begun. Landing burn initiated.
Space tunes. Like, look, the landing legs don't go until the very, very last second. They usually deploy them like right there.
Landing leg deploy.
That was real quick. That was real quick, dude. Dang, man. They're getting real good at
Stage 1
this.
landing confirmed.
At time in that window
An incredible
perfectly.
view from 2 different angles, as you can see. Falcon
Hope
9
you're well.
has
Enjoyed your
landed once
cross-country
again,
adventure.
marking
Yeah,
our
yeah.
320th
It was excellent, dude.
320th successful landing of an orbital class rocket, including first stage landings for Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy.
Yeah.
It's also the 250th time that we've recovered a booster on a drone ship. Pretty cool.
Is it better to deploy them as an air brake? TWR is the name of the game, Barack. With, believe it or not, for first stages with increase, if you want to increase your this is not the right way to say this, but if you want to make your first stage more efficient, give it higher thrust to weight. There's a reason why Super Heavy has 15 million pounds of thrust. You need that high. You need to be able to put out a lot of energy really, really quickly. If you have a higher TWR with your first stage, you're going to take a little bit of a hit on specific impulse, but your total burn time will go down. Think about it. Say you need a 10-second landing burn to land your rocket, as opposed to a 5-second landing burn, right? That extra 5 seconds of flight time, you can use the atmosphere to slow you down, so you don't need to burn as much, right? Falcon 9 is not going to get anywhere near its terminal velocity before it hits the ground, or before it hits the ground. It's not going to get near it. It's going to keep accelerating all the way to the ground because it's a big 15-story building worth of rocket. So the more time you can spend in the air, right? More time you can spend in the air, more aero braking you can do, shorter burn, higher TWR, more efficient that way. True story. What do you think they'll do to prevent the Starship wings melting? Could go with a thicker thermal protection system, Clavic. Yeah, baby. You could change the shape a little bit if you want, but from what I understand, they're moving the position of the wings a little bit. Don't you have an AC? It's so damn hot here, RB, and so humid that it's overpowering my air conditioner. It's 85 degrees in here, and I have a bunch of lights staring me right in the face. It didn't look like it came in sideways, Shadow Man. The burn looked fine to me. I have a 10,000 BTU air conditioner, Corsi. What the hell else do you want from me? Turn some lights off, you can manage. Nah. It's 65 in Lompoc. How am I wearing a hoodie in California? Ian, don't you dare get soft on me, man. Don't you dare get soft on me. Don't you dare. No problem, Raven. Nice, stupid man. All right, it's coasting here. T+18 is when the next milestone happens. There's no humidity. I'd be in a t-shirt in 55 F at home when it's 80% humidity, but it's dry as a bone. Ian, don't you get soft on me. It's 84 degrees out, dude. Or it's 84 degrees in here. It's like 90 outside, and we're 60% humidity, which is absurd for here. This is Florida weather. Anyway, Ian, how's the new job? You stacking some very cool and exciting things? Ian's a builder, guys. He builds bricks, stacks one brick on top of another. You start Monday? Cool. You know, Ian, I might drive up there and visit you with one of my big old crappy trucks. Anytime? All right, man. I'll go check it. Here, you guys enjoy the space tunes. I'll be right back. You know what? That's a good call, Shy. We'll see. You got a guest room? Do you have a couple of couches, but you sleep on the love seat? Yeah. It's so hot in Cali right now. It's about the same here, Smoked. It's 90. It's 90 outside, and I mean, dude, it's 60% humidity in here, and that's with the AC zapping some of that efficiency. Can you believe that? I don't even want to know what the humidity is outside. It's nice and cool in the Bay Area. Yeah, but RB, you're forgetting one small detail. You're in the Bay Area. Just take the L. I'll be right back. I'm going to check the filters on that thing. No, filters ain't clogged. Nice and clean. I usually clean it out at the end of summer. We'll just wait till the sun goes down a little lower on the horizon, dude. Your car air conditioner basically died on the trip out there. The Mojave was hell on earth. Wait, Ian, when were you there? Because Ernok and I drove out. We did another, I know you've been busy. We did another road trip. Dude, we did a cross-country road trip. No tires fell off this time. Pretty good. Camaro work tonight or starting again tomorrow? Well, Anesthesis, I was thinking clean the shop before we do that. I gotta clean up the shop and yeah. Also, the 59 needs a transmission pan gasket. P8 to Lompoc, June 9th to the 15th. Yep. You were in Mojave the afternoon of the 14th. We were already in Florida, dude. We went through the Mojave on Wednesday. It was 111 freaking degrees. And we were in a car with no AC. We had nothing. It sucked a lot. With the streaming setup in our face, dude. You know how hot one of those live views gets? Yeah, it was really toasty in the desert, man. Gunga didn't. Yeah, hey, Pat. Gunga the Gunga. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. I think I said that like 30 times throughout the stream, dude. Ernok would be talking about something else, right? Hey, Velvet Ape, thank you for the raid. Ernock would be talking about, like, he'd be like, yeah, you know, and I think then, you know, we'll supercharge the big block. And I'm like, yeah, I know, man. Patrolling a Wahhabi almost makes me wish for a nuclear winter. Like, I would just say it at random times. The dry heat, honestly, isn't too bad, dude. I'm back. Your shower has great water pressure. Everybody says that, yeah. I wonder how much the fuel economy will be messed up by having the AC on. Shouldn't be too bad now. We're gonna take the this is a perfectly legal thing to do if we don't register the car in California, and we're not, we're taking that smog pump off. That smog pump doesn't do anything. It doesn't do it. All it does is pump air into the exhaust to dilute it. It doesn't change the rate of pollution. It literally does nothing. That is a useless piece of equipment. Yeah. We're gonna move the registration of the truck up here. Give it mass plates. Take the damn smog pump off. I changed the oil in Florida, Stufa man. Yep. Mm-hmm. It doesn't do anything, Element. All it does is make the engine run less efficient by choking the exhaust. The engine is more efficient, i.e. less carbon pollution, if you do not have that smog pump. No joke. No joke. No, it's better for the environment without the damn smog pump. That's what I'm trying to say. All of the trucks have air conditioning, T-Man. They just don't work. Exactly, Patton. That's what I'm saying. The air pump is parasitic, so the engine has to work harder. It's parasitic loss. The engine has to do more work to dilute the exhaust. That's all it does, is dilute the stupid exhaust. That's dumb. So the engine has to work harder than it would to make it seem like it's polluting less. Who thought this was a good idea, man? What the actual frick? Who thought this was a good idea? I don't get it. Oh, Kralani, that makes sense. Yeah, Barak, yeah, that's what it's doing. Yeah. Reverse the pump and use it as a vacuum pump for the crankcase. Wait, what? Seriously, it had, like, okay. The Bluefist has a 7.5 liter V8 in it. It is a V8, it's a truck engine. It's designed for towing, right? Now I know people are gonna say, oh man, that's a big engine, you know, that's really inefficient. First of all, it's super efficient if you're towing 5,000 pounds, okay? Second of all, right, that engine will pollute less if it doesn't have the smog pump. We're taking that, once we get mass plates for this thing, we're taking that damn thing off. And you know what? We should take one off the 97, because the 97 was a California truck too. It has that damn smog pump on it. That's dumb, Pat. That's dumb. Why don't you just make the engine more efficient? It's stupid. It's stupid. That 7.5 makes 2 foot-pounds more than my 7.3, than my 4.3 big oof. Okay, so first of all, no it doesn't. Second of all, you don't understand the difference between horsepower and torque. Third of all, because of this, you look like an idiot. You've lost 3 ways now with one statement. Congratulations. She was a loud and pretty one today. Let me see, Vulcan. Oh, beautiful shot, man. Beautiful shot. RB, your 4.3 can't tow 5,000 pounds, pal. It's okay, Patton. It's okay. He's bragging about a car that he can't drive that his dad gave to him. Take the L. You're not going to win.
Go at throttle up.
You can't beat me, boy. Don't even try. Oh, and 66-month resub. Oh, now we take it off. We couldn't do it when I was trying to get my dang hand down there.
Go at throttle up.
We can't do it. It's technically illegal with the California plates on it. RB, Bluefist will rip that Cyclone in half. Rip it in half. It will rip it in half. You don't know this truck. It's a beautiful shot, Vulcan. Oh, here we go. Depends on where you register the car, Blackthorn.
Welcome back. For those that have just recently joined, we had an on-time liftoff of 5:35 p.m. Eastern Time from Cape Canaveral Space Force
Looking for a good engine ignition here. You're going to see them start to flood the engine here.
Stage separation.
There it is.
About 2.5
Green
minutes
flash.
into
We're good
launch.
to go.
As you can see, the second engine has reignited for its second ignition, or SES2, second engine start 2. You can see that the speed is once again increasing, as well as the altitude, following along with the stage 2 telemetry GUI on the bottom right-hand side of your screen.
She said GUI.
This will last another few seconds.
A lot of nozzle
This was
oscillations
just a short
there.
1-minute burn of the MVAC engine.
That does happen, but that's just a lot. That's more than I've seen.
Standing by for SECO 2, second engine cutoff 2.
Beautiful shot. Stand by for SECO 2. Very nice. A little bit of solid oxygen coming off the side there. Engine is cooling down via heat radiation here, black body radiation. The niobium.
All right. As you can see on your screen, we did have successful cutoff of that MVAC engine, and we also heard the call out there for a good orbit. Right now, we are going to await the final milestone for today's mission, of course, spacecraft separation. We're going to go into another short 7-minute coast, and for now, we will see you back here at T plus 34 minutes for deployment of Astra 1P.
Yeah, you will. We'll be here, Kate. You rock. This is the first stream I've seen without being on the road. Actually, this is what I do when I'm at home. Cover rocket launches and talk about rockets. Have I been to the McAuliffe Center at FSU? Yeah. Yes, I have. Right, goalie? Be a good truck, man. How thick is the foil around the engine? Oh, it's not very thick. Maybe tin foil. What this is Myla insulative wrap. It's a space blanket. So freaking hot. I enjoyed your road trip, Blackthorn. Well, thank you. We're going to be working on the vehicles we were driving around, dude. You haven't been even though... Actually... You haven't been to the McAuliffe Center and you go to Framingham State? What's the matter with you? You know this is a space stream, right? We're judging. Oh, we're judging. See? You can tell it's a space stream because of the way it is. What's the trip of the, what was the point of the trip? Ian, we hauled Ernock's 91 Camaro to my shop to work on it, and we looked at how much it would cost to transport, to like rent a truck and transport it to stream the whole trip, and figured out that buying a truck was cheaper, so we bought we bought another truck. Technically Ernock bought it, and we towed it on an excellent adventure. This one wasn't called Route 154, it was called EJ and Ernock's Excellent Adventure. We drove that damn truck, towing the freaking Camaro through the Mojave, through the Rockies, through the Great Plains, through the South, through the Deep South, along the Gulf Coast, down to Florida, changed the oil, flushed the radiator in Florida, and then drove it up the eastern seaboard in one shot. Me, Geek, and Ernock. Rotating drivers. Geek and Ernock were rotating drivers. I was monitoring the stream the whole time. Yeah, we abridged 30-hour, or not abridged, it was a 30-hour stream from Titusville, Florida to Plymouth, Massachusetts, dude. Goalie helped. Goalie did do a leg of the trip from Lake City, Florida to Titusville. Yeah, he helped us out something fierce. And then he let us take it apart in his driveway and fix it. Need me to pick up anything in Michigan tomorrow when I'm passing through? Yeah, Kyron, if you could score me a 440 big block and a pre-1970, or no, a pre-1972 440 big block with a 727 transmission and a Mopar 8 3/4 rear end, yeah, I'll pay you for it. Mighty fine truck besides the AC not working. An easy fix, it turns out. Yep. You were moral support. Yep. Stage 2 is slowing down. Totally normal. So, with this, this is completely normal. So we have a high insertion. Our altitude is quite high. Looking at the velocity here, we have an apogee, so the highest point in orbit. It's very, very high up there. Did you jump the AC? It's actually the pressure switch that we have to jump, Geek. The pressure switch is over on the left side next to the tube with the writing, the R12 writing on it. We jumped the pressure switch and the compressor turned right on. So you called it, dude. It was low pressure. We were just jumping the wrong thing. The reason why the system pressurized is because with the compressor not moving, all you did was press the lines. That's it. I have not done that yet. I'm going to evac because it seals. It definitely seals. I'm going to use my we're going to play Stationeers with Bluefist here. And we're going to evac it, and then I'm going to fill it up with R134. As someone who's become very familiar with weather along the Gulf Coast, you're lucky you didn't get any severe thunderstorms. Yep.
Welcome back. We're T plus 34 minutes and 4 seconds into today's mission. Just before going into the coast phase, we had a successful second engine cutoff 2 around 27.5 minutes into flight. And
I'll put it in an air tank wisp, and then I don't know.
Shortly after that.
I'll
right now,
take it to wherever it
awaiting
needs to be
the
disposed of.
Final milestone for today's mission: spacecraft integration. As you can see, we have a partial view currently, but we...
Charles, so our speed is going down because our altitude is going up. Orbits can only be two shapes, really. They can be a perfect circle, or they can be an ellipse. All right, so an oval, or I call them egg-shaped orbits. This orbit is a very egg-shaped orbit. The reason why is these satellites are going out to a higher orbit. As you coast up to the highest point in your orbit, you trade kinetic energy. There was the deploy. We couldn't really see it. You're trading kinetic energy for potential energy, right? You're doing that all the way when you get to the apogee, the highest point in your orbit. And then you start falling back down. You start trading potential energy for kinetic energy. So what happens here is while you're coasting uphill, basically to apogee, your speed is going down. You're losing kinetic energy. You're gaining potential energy. But your altitude is going up as you coast to AP. When this number starts going down, this number will start going up. So bleeding off speed is completely normal. That's totally fine. With these numbers here, you know, if you're low enough, you're going to bleed off speed anyway. What did you study in college? I'm a 3D artist by trade, Ashley. Yeah, 3D artist by trade. The F350 looks like it has very plush seats. Were they comfortable? Patton, I have a slip disc. I had no back problems in that truck. In fact, I went and... Yep, that's the end of that. What altitude is it due to go to? Those are probably a HEO constellation. Astra 1P and SES-24 are most likely a high Earth orbit. HEO for short, high Earth orbit. Okay, so Astra 1P SES-24 is a classic wide beam satellite, and it will support SES Prime TV neighborhood and enable content owners private and public broadcasts across Germany. Okay, this is a geostationary communication satellite. Yeah. It'll... That's about Germany, France, and Spain. You're broadcasting TV channels in the highest picture quality at the most cost-efficient manner. It will be based on the full electric, powerful Space Bus Neo platform designed by Thales Alenia and already proven in flight. Yeah, Astra 1P SES-24 is a geostationary satellite. So its final destination up there, Charles, is 23,500 miles. 23,500 miles that way, or about 38,000 kilometers that way, perfectly circular. That gives its orbit, that makes it so its orbital period, or how long it takes to do one orbit, it matches Earth's rotation. So how long is a day? Day is 24 hours. I know it's not technically, that's like 23 hours, 59 minutes or something. I get it. A day is 24 hours. If you put a satellite up at high altitude and you put it in the right orbital period to match that 24-hour period, it will just appear to hover over a certain point. Yep. That's where these satellites are going. If you have DirecTV, you're communicating with those. If you use Sirius satellite radio, you're communicating with you are communicating with geostationary satellites. Yep.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
It's a conversion, Patton. That's why it's a conversion truck. So, Patton, you remember like back in the day, Body by Fisher, right? Like, you know, or like you could get like a StarCraft like conversion on your van or whatever, and they'll put like TVs in it and stuff from the factory. It's a conversion van. We don't know who did the conversion, but or it's a conversion truck, I should say. That's why the thing is plush as hell, dude. Hey, Sirius, 17-month resub. It was a great trip, dude. Yep. Where is Ernok? Down floating around in the pool. So there are kits to turn that 460 into a 502 or 514. Yep. Does the sub logo cover the EJ logo on purpose? Yeah. Two things I didn't like about Bloopus. One, the AC. Two, the mirrors, they are oval in vertical position and are hard to see out of. Other than that, everything was great. Can we watch that deploy again? It looks weird. Sure. I mean, we can't really see much, Phil. Some rap went over the camera here. Can cities bounce back? Jersey, we're going to find out on Monday, dude.
Of Astra 1P separation, but we'll definitely hear it called out on the nets. As a reminder, Astra 1P is a
Did she say reminder? Hold on.
See through and have visual confirmation of Astra 1P separation, but we'll definitely hear it called out on the nets. As a reminder, Astra 1P is a telecommunications satellite that will strengthen SES's TV coverage across Germany, Spain, and France.
As a reminder, I'm like, huh? What? What did you say?
SES-24 deploy confirmed.
I didn't see nothing.
All right. We saw slight employees and...
Guys, I'm not sure this is right. You know? As a reminder, we're gonna fly to the Big Dipper. Yeah, that's right there, guy. Agreed. Yeah, I'm not sure that's supposed to be like that. Yeah. Something deployed. We saw it bounce around, but what's wrong with Skylines? It sucks. I am more than content playing workers, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess we would have heard something by now if something was wrong. She talks about it before the reminder. Always. Charles gifted a sub to Mr. Energy. Why did it play that? Primo went and screwed with my alerts. Primo screwed up a lot of things, okay? She screwed up a lot of stuff. Okay? Yeah, Bree, that's right. I said it. I'm glad that was you and not me. What, somebody step on a duck? I was trying to help. Leave Primo alone. She's a nice lady. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Glad to see you cooled off. Oh, yeah, they're always trying to help. Oh, Jay, she didn't like that. She didn't like that. Nah, it's all right. It's nice having a new noise. Although she does make me nervous when she drives in traffic. Face the couch, please. I am not contributing to this. I said nothing. I said nothing. I said nothing. I'm just looking around, seeing if I'm actually looking on X to see if there's anybody, see if anybody else noticed what we noticed. Oh, she did it on purpose, Jay. Don't lie. She's lying. She's... Oh, we have a visitor.
What's up, bud?
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Mind if I move your Mustang out of the way so I can move this down the driveway?
No, go ahead.
Which keys?
They're in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
All right.
You break it, I kill you.
Oh, don't worry. I won't break it.
You break it, you die.
Dude, come on. I just drove a truck all the way across.
Yeah.
If I was going to break something, I'd have done it.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, yeah, in-game. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, if he breaks it, I am going to blow him up in Minecraft. Right? In Minecraft. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's still really freaking hot in here, and it's gotten worse. It's gotten actually worse since I came back. It's so freaking hot in this damn room. Oh my goodness. Just turn the lights off. I might have to. What's that in real units? It's so freaking hot in here, dude. I can't freaking. It's really hard to focus, man. Why no AC? Tyler, the AC is on. It is so. That's the inside temperature. That's the inside temperature. You don't want to know what it is outside. It's 10 degrees hotter outside. Yeah, and probably worse humidity. That's a 73 Fahrenheit dew point. Insulation issue or the PC's too toasty? Ian, my shop is kind of up on a hill. At dusk, and it's a metal building. At dusk, the sun is shining right on the front door and the roof. It's nothing I can do. Oh, I'm drinking plenty of water, don't you worry. You got rain coming about 8 p.m. Good, good. Paint the area white. Dude, the garage is already white. I'm serious. I got a white garage door, white building. Well, the roof is galvanized. It's not painted. Grow some vines over the structure, natural insulation. It's just, yeah, Ian, 10,000 BTU is not enough to keep up with the heat that's being fluxed into the building. If we're going to speak nerd for a second, it's just not enough. It's not enough. What's the status of Starliner? It is an insulated building, Rocket. Yeah, it's an insulated building. In short, you're fluxed. Yep. I think that laugh is not good. Here, I'm gonna stand up, dude. So I'm not sitting down in the chair. So Starliner.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Oh yeah, we did that. Poison gifted a tier 1 sub to Super Cheese. Oh. This is space. I'm in space. Space. That was me. I was trying to fix the alerter. What in the Kentucky Fried Funkin' Waggles was that? I don't know. It's loud? All right. Well, anyway. 50% too loud? All right, I'll fix it. I will fix it. All right, fine. Jeez, chat. Just going deaf over here. Subscriptions. Gift sub. Oh, that's way too loud. Yeah, that's way too loud. Let's just... Poison, thank you for gifting that sub. I will say. That's good. There. All fixed. On the bright side, if these helium leaks continue, there will be no more helium to leak. W. So, I vote for, I want Cocoa. I gotta go poopy. Yeah. Starliner isn't necessarily having any troubles, guys. The helium leaks, they found 3 more. So there's 4 helium leaks now, right? Now, you guys be the judge of this, all right? Every spacecraft leaks helium. We just don't hear about it, okay? It's just because Starliner and NASA, they've chosen to be super transparent about this. Right? So we have 3 more helium leaks that were discovered, but where I'm really concerned myself, and don't get me wrong, I'm just an armchair scientist. I have no idea. They're blowing out thrusters completely. They're blowing out thrusters completely. That's not good. Blowing out thrusters like that is not a good thing. Like, we're talking complete thruster failure. It is something that was encountered on OFD2. Sounds like we maybe need to go get ice cream until it cools down. Woman, you are killing me. It has 5, not 4. Oh, so it was 4 more. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Get the slip and slide out. Look at the extensions on the bottom of the satellite. Bring me ice cream. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Lieutenant Dan, what are you doing here? Well, I thought I'd try out my sea legs. You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, I know that. Interesting. Interdasting. I'm trying to help. I don't know. It's weird. Just gotta move back a little bit. Actually, you know what? Just move the damn camera up. Just move the dang camera up so I can stand up in my control room. Honest question, what is NASA likely to do if deemed unsafe to bring its passengers down this go? Aqualux, I don't know what NASA's likely to do. There's probably a contingency. If I had to guess, they'd probably send the next Dragon flight up with 2 crew members. Yep. That's the idea. Send the next one up with 2 crew members, run the space station on a skeleton crew for the time being. But see, then again, you're really screwing yourself on the amount of science you can get done there. I flew to Florida to help you and help get you and Ernok home, not the heat, sorry. Yeah, they're blowing out thrusters, which is that's not good. Complete thruster failure. It's something that was encountered on OFD2, and they encountered it again with people on board, which is not ideal. Do you know if NASA uses very many rare earth metals? I imagine they do. Really depends, Patton. For spacecraft, mostly aluminum. Now, propulsion, engines, different story. You know? Completely different story. They're made out of all kind of exotic metals. I don't know, Fish. Hey, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to go splash water on my face real quick. I'll be right back. 1 second. Okay? Then we'll talk more about this. Okay. Sorry about that. It is, yeah, just getting absurdly hot in here. Anyway, I should be good here.